What's up everybody? Quickly wanted to say something ahead of the video right here. A quick reminder that we have a signal group. The markets right now are very, very volatile. There's a lot going on. If you want the perfect guidance, profitable trades, and education on actually how to become a profitable trader yourself, consider joining. All right, it will help. It will help a lot. There's more than only signals, so consider that. And right now there's also a special lifetime deal. If you DM me on X, Telegram, you can find out more about that. Otherwise, links will be down in the description. Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. I hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video here on Bitcoin specifically, but also a little bit of the markets, of course. We're going to do a full update on the current situation. Last hour we've had a massive amount of volatility. This is the 15-minute time frame, but you can see on the 1 hour time frame we had a massive spike, and we'll talk about that. And in general, I'll tell you my thoughts on the market right now. My bias ultimately is still very bullish, right? There's some reasons to perhaps be a little bit cautious here. I mean, especially also this spike right here. But overall, we have to stay bullish, right? I mean, especially right now. I mean, if the price of Bitcoin is still above 101,000, which I've said since Thursday, we have to be bullish, because technically that is just incredibly bullish, because that means that we are on top of the value area high of this range right here, and we broke above that with a lot of volume. So as long as we're holding that, that's fine. The main resistance level is right here at 106,000. Now I have to say, so those are the two main levels to watch, right? I mean, you can see so far we've kind of been capping at the point of control, at the POC, around 105,000. That has functioned as strong resistance so far. But I would say it's still most likely that we will head into 106 and potentially also into 107, 108. I mean, historically, the level at 106 is actually not that strong. It's the value area high, but you can see historically we actually spike mostly in that area between 106 and 108. So first of all, like, those are the two main levels to watch, right? 106. Potentially for a short, if we even though I would personally not do that, but if we do something like this, for example, break above that, reclaim back into the range, and you can short it down to 102, right? It's a possibility. I wouldn't do that because the fundamentals around the crypto markets are incredibly bullish, and that's also quite strange, because Bitcoin here it comes with a pullback after the news we had of a China-US trade deal, which is obviously very bullish for the financial markets. But then what we see is that the pre-market for equities is doing pretty good. We had a spike up pre-market, so that's good, and that also has a positive effect on Bitcoin. But Bitcoin wasn't able to do that right here. So it's either that Bitcoin right now is starting to get weaker than equities, which it's much too early to say that, or this is a bit of a technical move. I mean, obviously, we had a little bit of with this move up, we left quite a lot of imbalances, and those have been filled right now, right? So it could also just be a technical move. In general, like I said, higher time frames, I think we should still stay bullish. The fundamentals around the markets are still bullish, with a Coinbase Bitcoin premium the majority of the time. Strong equity markets as well, and a volatility index that closed even or opened even lower. So therefore my bias remains bullish. But would I buy Bitcoin right now? Personally, no. I would wait for either a strong break or a sustained break above 105 and 106. 105 in my eyes is more relevant than 106, even though 106 is ultimately the range high. Or I would wait for a deeper pullback into 101,000 and a strong reaction there. So if you really want to trade Bitcoin, look at those levels, because technically Bitcoin is actually still within the choppy area, where it's kind of in the middle of this bigger range. So if you take a long, the risk reward is very capped, and if you take a short, the risk reward is also very capped. So wait for those edges, but ultimately, like I said, higher time frames we remain bullish, with a potential even for all-time highs if we actually see a continuation of this strength in the general equity markets. But I'll be back with more information and a more deep analysis later today, when we actually have the US opening as well. But that's it for now. And tomorrow, by the way, we have CPI plus inflation rate data, just so you know. I might live stream that, I'm not certain yet, so keep an eye on the channel, and I'll let you know tomorrow morning as well. But that's it for now. So thank you for watching, take care, and bye.